Ones and Twos podcast, back at it again. I was sick. I've been out sick, man. But I appreciate y'all for the well wishes. It was my birthday last Valentine's Day. I appreciate the birthday wishes. But today we are back with another video. Let's talk about some dating stuff. Should men pay for everything? What do y'all think? Let's see what Courtney Ryan says about this.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney.
Welcome back to my channel too.
We are reacting to another TikTok. I had a
All
couple who
these
sent me this
TikToks.
one, understandably so. I think this is a topic that a lot of people have very strong opinions on. I see a lot of content surrounding this topic. It is often pretty toxic, especially the ones that I see over on TikTok.
There go that word toxic. And I know it's a very strong topic because when I was growing up as a teenager, other teenage girls were talking about they don't need no man. When we got into college, it was the same thing. I don't need no man. Now when I'm in my 30s, I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I'm seeing all these women that want to live a soft life, meaning I want my man to pay all my bills. That's not even your husband. And you want him to pay all your bills. Now, if you do that stuff, you're extremely stupid. If you feel like you're a man that's obligated to pay your girlfriend or a girl that you're dating her bills, you're extremely stupid. Now, if you're tricking, that's different. Do your thing. That's different. But if you feel like this is my woman, I'm obligated to pay her bills, I'm obligated to. Meaning that I'm supposed to pay her bills and that's just my girlfriend or a girl that I'm dating, you're extremely stupid.
So I'm going to give you my take on it.
Unless you
watch
trick
it
it,
together,
then that's different.
reconvene, and get into it. So let's get started. Here we go. It says, I was racking my brain on how a grown man can make his girl pay 50-50.
I was like racking my brain on how someone like this can even exist. And then I found out she's from Manitoba.
They all look the same.
It says, and then I found out she's not his dream girl. As you can probably assume, I have this is in no way sending hate to this specific creator. I see a lot.
Every man needs to be
about
rich.
This topic, and this was just kind of the example.
We all need to be making 500,000 plus to even be with a average looking chick.
To use.
I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but the chick in that video, in that TikTok, pretty lady, I see them girls every weekend. I'm not even trying to be rude. I see girls that look just like her, if not better, every single weekend. What is the fucking point?
Because this is often the thing that I see a lot. It's not always following these trends or these quick little...
But do y'all see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just slam her looks. It's not about the looks. What I'm telling you is her attitude, the way she portrayed herself on that TikTok, you don't want that. So what else can she present to you that you would want? Her looks. But I see girls like that every weekend. So you gotta come with more than that. So many clones out here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Get off TikTok. This is stupid.
Funny things they're supposed to be.
Y'all believe in this shit?
This advice
Stupid.
is serious and they mean it. And I think there's issues with this for a lot of reasons. Everyone is allowed to have their own preferences when it comes to dating, and that's your prerogative. If you want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I do think there's some issues here.
trick,
So I'm going to
that's
break
fine.
this down. We're going to talk about a few different things and just go over this together. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that this message creates unrealistic expectations.
Yes.
I understand wanting to be with a man who is financially independent and responsible, so I'm absolutely not arguing that. I get it. Money is the #1 cause of divorce. So
Listen, I'm going on a date today, and I swear to God, if this girl gives me any inclination that she's one of these, I need a man to pay for all my bills type stuff, and you not my husband, but I'm just taking a long break from dating, because it seems like the past 3 girls I've dated meaning going on dates with, they've all had the same thing. They expect the man to be a provider. That word provider is like, shut the fuck up. Like,
something that you would consider when you're going into dating someone. Or
you
marriage.
not my wife,
However,
bro.
I believe this idea that if a man is not paying for absolutely everything, it
sorry if I'm talking too much over here. I apologize.
automatically means that he sucks, or he doesn't love you, or see you as his dream girl. I think this is just beyond silly. If you're both making the same amount or similar incomes, for example, how on earth could you expect your partner to pay for absolutely everything? Like, what is your money going towards? I totally understand this from the perspective of you're a stay-at-home mom and you contribute.
Nails, hair, flights, trips. trips to Jamaica, all this basic shit. Oh, and a lot of these girls nowadays smoke weed and do cocaine, so it goes toward that too. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm talking about women who are mostly between the age of like 21 to like, let's say 40. I go out, I be seeing what's going on, man. A lot of these women be smoking weed and doing cocaine. So if the money's not going toward you, where else do you think it's going toward, man? Let's keep it real.
Household in other ways that are not
Nails, hair, taking random basic trips. Y'all know the basic trips. New York, California, Las Vegas, Jamaica, Kirks and Caicos. Nobody want to go to Denver to see like the nice mountains. No, they want to go to Las Vegas, Jamaica. I mean, if she's real bougie, she's do a Euro trip. Euro trip, I can respect that. There's some educational and fun factors about that. But the basic stuff in America, everybody goes to that. And then the other thing the money could be going toward is, well, I mean, some women want to start a business. I mean, that's admirable. But weed and cocaine, let's keep it real.
financially, right? But if you're a working
I feel like a lot of y'all really ain't out here like that. I'm really out here, and I see and hear the streets is talking.
a great income, you're financially independent, you're an independent boss babe that don't need no man, how is it fair?
She had to go ethnic with it. Courtney, I love you, girl. Very attractive woman. But you had to go ethnic with it. Okay. The fact that this, I don't know her nationality. I'm assuming that she's white. The fact that she's making a video saying, should a man pay for everything? And the example that she uses as a non-black woman had an ethnic connotation to it. What does that tell you? Like, really just think, what does that tell you? This video, this channel, 71,000. What is that telling you? That most of the people that are saying should men pay for everything, what do they? Okay, y'all can put two and two together.
Then make someone pay
I don't have to say
for
it.
all of your stuff. And I know that's not what the girl in the video was saying. I'm going to get into that in a little bit here. And this is where I often hear women make the argument of, well, I have to pay more for my personal upkeep and the way that I look than men do. Okay, but nobody's forcing you to get your nails done every 2
A man
weeks
should wipe
or
your ass too, right?
eyelash extensions done, right? Those typically don't look good anyway. That's a lame excuse.
It's nothing wrong with paying for a girl's nails here and there. Especially if she's younger. I dated a girl recently that was younger than me. I didn't mind paying for her nails here and there. Now, it was different because I never dated a woman that was about getting her nails done so consistently, getting her hair done consistently. It was different. I could have adjusted to it. But it's you shouldn't be obligated to do that.
Just give you an example here. I personally spend a lot of money per month on personal upkeep, on getting my hair done, on getting my nails done, on my personal trainer. Like, there are a lot of things I pay for to keep up with myself and make sure that I look nice, far more than my fiance does. But when it comes to bills and things that we are both doing or both enjoying or both have to buy, it wouldn't be fair for me to say, okay, well, you have to pay all of our rent because I have a personal trainer. Unless he's telling me you need a personal trainer or you need to get your nails done or I'm not going to be with you, then it's like, okay, I'm just going to pay for it myself. If you were with a guy who was forcing you to get all these things done, then
if you're with a dude that's forcing you to get that done, like he's meeting you and he's telling you to get that done, that's very weird. You shouldn't be with a dude that's telling you to get your nails done. You should already be in the mode of getting your nails done on a regular basis. He should just fall in line with that.
It would make sense why he would be paying for it. But other than that, it's not really an excuse. It is unrealistic to think that our partner should be funding every aspect of our lives, especially when you're not married.
Oh my God, exactly. When you're not married. When you're not married. We're not married. Why am I paying for your bills? Now, one thing a lot of people will say is, I gave you some punani, pay for my weave. You know how many times I heard that in high school? Now, in high school, I wasn't out there. I didn't lose my virginity till like mid-college because I was focused out in the, out here. I was focused. I was really trying to get it, and I did get it. Thank you, Jesus. Wasn't dealing with y'all out here, but when I was in high school and in college, I heard so many stories about girls telling dudes to pay for their hair after a session. After they, can you pay for my hair? Or if you're going to get some, you got to pay for my hair. You got to pay for my Uber. Or you got to buy me some dinner for some punani. It's like y'all are putting a price on it. Punani, the way I was taught growing up, was priceless. It was biblical. It was something that you had to, well, we thought you had to get married before you got into all that. Nowadays, y'all selling, y'all get, well, I said the word selling, I mean damn near, but y'all giving it away like, he bought me a couple drinks, I'm going to give it to him. I mean, that's been going on for a long time, but it's kind of ridiculous. But one thing I don't like is there's women that do that. Like, he bought me a couple drinks, he paid for my bills, I'm going to give it up. But when y'all finally get old and y'all like 30 and y'all done with your whole phase, you make a dude who actually really is going all out for you, you make him wait like 6 months. It's like, you look retarded. But men are waking up and they're not dealing with that shit anymore. So, hey, shouts out to the dudes waking up.
Wanting to be with a man who is
get fucking real
is very different than just wanting a man to be your ATM. Please understand this. Being 20, 21, or even 25, expecting your boyfriend to pay for all of your stuff because you saw a girl on TikTok say, if you split bills or split things 50-50, it means that you're not with a grown man, or you're not with a real man, or you're definitely
because
not.
These women are dealing with dudes. Trust me. In the DJ world, I've met a lot of men who have a lot of money. Now, are all of them getting their money ethically? Ethically, if I'm saying that word right? No. A lot of them are drug dealers. A lot of them. What's another big one? Lawsuit hustle. So they may come up a 500,000, couple million off of a lawsuit, or they're hustlers, or some of them are professional athletes or former athletes. They got the money. Okay, so these women run into these guys and they think once they have this one experience of being like a 23-year-old woman, every guy should fall in line with that. And that's the unfortunate thing, because once you experience something that is great, I guess, you want to top that with the next man you meet. But unfortunately, this man is dealing with her and 100 other women in the same boat. So this guy's giving all these women this experience, and all these women now think that every man should be like that, if not greater. So unfortunately for you, if you're not racking up mills or famous or whatever, that woman is going to have low expectations for you. And that sucks, because more than likely she's not even a dime piece herself, but she experienced dime piece treatment. Now she expects you to do the same, if not more. So that really sucks. This is why I say, if you want to fall in love, like true love, you need to meet that girl in like middle school or high school. Y'all need to be high school sweethearts and just muscle it out. Because especially if you're in your 30s like me, this dating scene, it's interesting. Because dating is not that hard. It's like, you like what you like, go for what you like. If I don't like you, you don't like me, then let's not force each other to like each other. If you like a certain type of woman, go for that. If you like a certain type of man, go for that. The problem is, you go for a certain type of man, you get fucked over, and now you want to mistreat the other guy that likes you, when you know you don't really like that man. It's like you're settling. And this goes back to Genghis Khan. Y'all remember Genghis Khan? Genghis Khan was the celebrity, was the Bill Gates billionaire, and he was smashing 90% of the women in the whole country. Now, he wasn't the only man in the only country, but he was smashing 90% of the women. He was the king of the Genghis Khan, was it something empire? And the way it went, and don't quote me on this, but I think this is how it went. If you wanted to have sex with a woman in that country that he was, in that nation he was king over, he had to smash your girl, and then if he wanted to, he'd let you have her. So she would get with you after smashing the king of the nation, and now she's going to be with you. She's now feeling like, okay, I'm a reject. I couldn't get this top-notch guy. Nah, I got sell for you. I'm 35, 40, but okay, we'll make it work. Find me a good man, y'all. Find me a good man, y'all. It's ridiculous. Meet her in high school, bro. Else just stay single for the rest of your life. And consider just, if y'all, a lot of you dudes, if y'all want kids, one thing I'm considering, if I don't find a woman to marry or whatever by the time I'm like 35, I'm just going to adopt kids, man. And you don't have to wait on a woman to start no legacy. There's plenty of needy children out here who need love, need a home. Why not just adopt kids?
Girl makes me incredibly sad. If you're dating a man in his 20s who is in the process of building his life and setting himself up for his future, maybe he's in school, maybe he's only a few years into his career and he's just starting out. To expect him to be doing all of this and then also be paying for all of your stuff is just beyond unrealistic. It's delusional. There is a healthy way to teach
another
girls
word,
to set
delusional,
boundaries and to have healthy standards for themselves that don't include making people feel bad or neglecting the fact that not everyone has the means to fund a luxury lifestyle or pay for absolutely everything for their partner. And standards are also very different than preferences. Let's not forget that either.
Okay.
Again, I would hate for a young, impressionable girl to see this and ruin something with a wonderful guy because of bad advice that she heard from TikTok. This narrative is just creating incredibly unhealthy and unrealistic expectations for women and also what they should be looking for and valuing within a relationship, which leads me into my next point here. And it's this idea that we should be valuing money over absolutely everything else. The truth is that there are far more important...
Money is important, but nowadays it feels like everybody values that over a lot of things. And it's kind of sad. We're being overworked as a society. I'm going to keep it real. The things you see on TikTok, on Instagram, with these 15-year-old kids driving Lamborghinis and flying out to Dubai. Yeah, there's people that can do that, but it's not everybody doing that. Couldn't you get to that point? Yeah. But the way that the internet is making it seem is that you have to have all that by the time you're like 21. You should have $10 million in your bank account. Is that possible? Yeah. Is it highly likely? No, because everybody, if it was highly likely, everybody would be doing it. Even if it was hard labor. Working on an oil rig is freaking hard. Do they get paid a lot? Yeah. But if you could do the same type of work and get a mill, like multi-millions by the time you're 21, don't you think a lot of those people will be shifting their focus toward that? Y'all gotta put two and two together, bro.
Looking for in a relationship rather than how much money a man makes if he's paying for your nails or funding your entire life. Do your core values align? What about your morals and your life goals?
They don't have no morals.
These things are far more
important. And when I mean they, I mean men and women. A lot of men and women, they don't have no morals today. They really don't.
And are actually what standards are, not preferences. And I also want to talk about the fact that just because a man pays for all of your stuff and doesn't go 50-50 doesn't automatically mean he loves you more. It doesn't mean that he's treating you well at all, actually.
It means I want to get
the main variable that we're basing how someone feels about us on. Well, quite frankly, I think we're screwed. This type of content is often interpreted as how much money he makes and how much he buys for me equals he's treating me well, which just isn't true. Sometimes the men who take you to the nicest, most fancy places, pay your bills, and buy you things are actually the ones...
Look, women who mention fancy places. I'll tell you something real quick. I took a girl out to a restaurant. It's called Ocean Prime. Very nice restaurant. This was years ago. I took a girl. I was probably like 24, 25. No, I was a little older than that. It was after my second girlfriend. Took this girl on a date, right? Now, I took a finishing class in high school, in elementary class. So I understand sort of the basic etiquette of the salad fork, dinner fork, dessert fork, things of that nature. We go to Ocean Prime. Not all the time they're going to set up the table like that, but they do place your utensils in a certain way, and they do give you a lap napkin and all this. This chick I'm taking out, keep in mind, leading up to us going out to Ocean Prime, she was talking about she wants to live a lavish life and all that. She feels like she deserves it. We go to Ocean Prime. She don't even know the etiquette and how to put the napkin in your lap. You don't even know the difference between a salad fork. You don't even know, but you want to live it so bad. This is not your lifestyle. This is not your lifestyle. It's not mine either. I'm keep it real. I wasn't raised like that either, but I know way more about it than you do. But you desire it. It's weird. Everybody wants to live like a rapper, like a rapper's jump off. They want to live this crazy life, and that's cool. But where's the happiness in that? You see all that stuff on TV. Then you hear about the drama. You see how they talk like on the internet. Is it just all entertainment? I don't know. It could be. But just that energy, why would you want to relish in that? It's so weird. You can't find peace in just living normal, sitting out on the beach, walking the dog, and just basic stuff. They don't want to do that. They want to have Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, getting flued out, trips to Jamaica every month, trips to Europe every other month. I don't know. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it a G with y'all. We're going to watch a little bit more of this video, but I'm going to keep it a G with y'all because everything I'm saying does not apply to all women. It's just a large majority of them. This is their mindset. A large majority of the women that guys want, okay? Keep that in mind because I'm going to break it down later.
End up treating you the worst. And again, looking for someone who is financially independent and responsible should be the goal here, not someone who is just going to pay for all of your stuff. I also want to talk about
I'm not trying to go too in on this video.
Bring everybody back down to earth and talk about the reality. The median income in the United States is approximately $54,000 a year.
Okay, $54,000, $54,000. That's a good amount. That's probably about as much as I was making out of college. Okay, that's pretty good. Starting out by yourself, single person, man or woman, starting out, you can get you a nice 1-bedroom apartment, do your thing. But if you're trying to raise a family, those trips to Jamaica, those trips to Kirks and Caicos, whatever you call it, going out to Ocean Prime every weekend, that's going to cut it close. Plus you got your bills, then you got your taxes. $50,000 a year is a great amount of money that you can use as a young person to start investing in stuff. Getting more degrees, getting more certifications. It's perfect for that.
One person in the relationship paying for absolutely everything is sadly not in the cards for most people, and in no way, shape, or form does this mean that a man doesn't love you or you're not his dream girl.
Yeah.
You are a team. Sometimes that means...
Oh my God, you are a team. That's so beautiful. You are a team. It don't even seem like that nowadays. You are a team. The rest of this video, I mean, you can kind of tell it's going to be...
Yes, support this, and then...
I kind of get it. Y'all kind of get the gist. Should a man pay for everything? No, he really shouldn't, unless you really want to be that type of person. I'm just going to say this to my point before about women wanting to live this soft life. They want a man to pay for everything. They want to blah, 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 blah. That is a lot of women, but that's not all women. Here is the problem. A lot of men want those type of women that have that lifestyle, that have that mindset, I mean. The girls that, and I don't know this woman personally, but, you know, women that look attractive like Courtney. Y'all want attractive women like this. Unfortunately, if you're in the dating range, 21 to like 30, and you meet a lot of women that may look like this, that are very attractive, you know, got their stuff together. Unfortunately, a lot of them, they do want to live a soft life. Especially if you live in a big city, a lot of women that I meet like that, they do want to live a soft life. If you meet a woman that is like that, that doesn't want to live that, she is a diamond. She is a, what they call a unicorn. But you guys want women like this. You guys want women that look like Instagram models, women that look like this. Look. I know I'm saying look a lot because men are very visual. When men don't go out and be like, I want to get a woman that can quote the best Bible verse. I want to marry a woman that has the best spirit. No, you want to get a woman that's hot first. Especially if you're not... Now, if you like 7 years old, okay, that's different. But a lot of y'all are like 25, 30 years old. You're not thinking, oh, I'm only going to marry a woman that can quote the best Bible verse, or I want to get a woman that has a great personality. No, you first want to get a woman that's hot to you. Then you want to get a woman that has all that. Then there's all the other stuff lines with it. Let's keep it real. Y'all think the dudes want to date you because you have a good personality? Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here, man. The problem is, if you guys did want to date women just for their personalities, you would not be happy. Because a lot of those women that do just have mainly the personality aspect and not the physical aspect, you guys don't want those women. Those women can actually be a team with you. They can actually be there when you don't have nothing. They'll actually work with you. But see, the problem is a lot of men don't want those type of women. They don't want to date the gigantic, overweight women that don't keep up with themselves. Just not a woman that you would not be comfortable in going out in public with. Let's just say that. Let's just keep it real. Unless you don't give a damn about yourself. Like if you're a man who works a job, really cares about himself, there's a lot of women that you don't want to be seen in public with. But the unfortunate part is a lot of those women might be the women that want to build with you. Now, can she change? Yeah. But it's not, it's kind of disingenuous to get with a woman who may be grotesque, but she has a good spirit. She could be a woman of God, but she's 350 pounds. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how she is. But for you to get with her and then expect her to change to look like, I guess, I'm not saying, I'm using this woman as an example, Courtney. To expect her to change to look like that is very disingenuous. And see, that's where it kind of has a disconnect. This is why I say you should get with somebody who likes you for you from the start. Don't just get with somebody and expect them to change. That's not good. But at the end of the day, the dating scene is garbage. Everything out here, not everything, but a lot of things out here just in the gutter. I recommend, if you're watching this video, if you made it this far in this 30-minute video, if you're trying to date when you are young. Date when you are young. Date when you are young. My first date, I was 12 years old at the Boys and Girls Club. I took a girl out to a matinee movie. It was back in the day. I say back in the day. It was 12. Nah, I was 12. It was $5 for a movie. If you got the matinee, you got a free thing of popcorn for each person. And back in the day, they weren't gigantic things of popcorn. They were just little things of popcorn. And my dad knew the people at the place, so we get the hookup. We get free popcorn and a drink too. And if it's a 3D movie, you get 3D glasses. But 3D movies back then were garbage. But you know, date when you're young, because when you get older out here, man, this is oof. And dating ain't that hard. I just feel like people get with somebody, like you can like somebody. You get with them, and then in the back of your head, you always thinking about the next person. Because keep in mind, if you were the only man and the only woman on this earth, you would fight tooth and nail to keep that person, whether even if they beat your ass every night, which God forbid that happens. But if you knew that was the only woman on the planet, you would do everything you could to stick with her for the rest of your life. But the fact that you know that there's more women out there, you kind of, you might slack a little bit. Should be gone. Especially when you're young. Especially y'all women. Y'all think it's other dudes out there, so y'all think if he mess up, another one will. But if it wasn't any other ones out there, you would not have that mindset. So we have a mentality of that there's way too many options, and we just want to just hop around. And y'all thinking, look, you're not even a dating coach. No, I'm not. But I'm a DJ. And I feel like that's very similar because I see the way y'all act in the club. When y'all be drinking, smoking, and then inhibitors go away, meaning that you show how you really feel about ish. You know, a lot of y'all women be cheating a lot. A lot of y'all dudes be on that fruity booty. And everybody else, they just be expressing how they really feel. Doing it all with a smile on their face. It's crazy. God bless y'all. I really hope that one day, and because society is an ecosystem, Society's an ecosystem. So I really hope that one day, hopefully sooner than later, it corrects itself. Because just like an ecosystem, it is an organism. Organisms correct themselves. When there's a cut, it'll heal the cut eventually. Will it look the same? No, but it will get healed. It will bandage up. And like an ecosystem, it will correct itself. So hopefully one day society will correct itself, because left and right, especially with my people, Black, African American. Now, I'm not Nigerian. I don't know. Could be. I got to do the test. But especially with my people, African Americans, we just don't got it together. This ain't no. If you see somebody on Instagram that's married or in a relationship, like an actual legit relationship where you don't see the girl or the guy with another chick offline, like an actual legit Black American relationship, it's praised online. When I say it almost feels like they found oil in Africa or some shit. Like, it's crazy. But when it comes to my non-Black counterparts, it's like, oh, it's normal. Let us know how we can help out. Like, it's so weird. It's so sad. So sad. Because I look at my parents. My parents been married for almost 40 years. They don't have no big rings or nothing like that. They didn't take no extravagant. Now, they probably went to a few places here and there later on, but they weren't all in it, oh my God. They weren't doing all that, And they've been married for 40 years. A lot of you, I've DJ'd, see, I think it was 3 of my weddings that they split up. The first one that I heard the split up was kind of sad, but y'all go all out. We went to another country to DJ their wedding. Bruh, it was not even 2 years later. I get on Facebook, pictures done changed. She done changed their hairstyle. He done got him a new girl. He out here living his best life. I was like, what was the point of that? Y'all spent thousands on that, and y'all not even together. Yet my parents spent probably less than $100, and they've been married for... Man, people, they just want a wedding. They want to have a great wedding. They don't want to have a great marriage. We talking about marriage. This video is about, should a man pay for the stuff? My answer is no. If you ain't my fucking wife, I shouldn't be obligated to pay for your shit. Even if you were my wife, I should not be obligated to do that. Pray for this nation. Because you don't have to be a dating coach to get this. It's really not that hard. But we just don't get it. Like and subscribe.